Our senior reporter, Aviwe Mdila, is following that story and joins us once again now for the very latest on the ground. Aviwe, what's happening?
Well, still the crime scene investigators as well as the forensics are combing through the scene here. I'm right in front of that safe house that housed these 25 robbers. In fact, now joining the fray, colleague, is the Independent Police Investigating Directorate. I'm going to speak to Grace Langa, who is a spokesperson. Ma'am, thank you for joining us for eNCA, but what is the latest now that you've come in here?
From what I got so far from the investigators is that we've got 5 police officers who are critically injured and are transported to Mill Park Hospital, and then we've got 10 suspects arrested, and we've got 8 bodies. One, we just informed now that he's really not well. The ambulance just arrived to take him. And then we found 2 bodies inside the car, which is packed to this side, and 4 bodies in one of the houses in this area, and another body inside the yard. And then the other 10 were arrested in the house. So we've got about 6 vehicles that were stolen. It's part of what is happening here. And but then we were able to recover some. Polo, the red polo, was also involved. We found 7 rifles that belongs to the suspects on the streets here, and then we also found another 5 inside the yards. One of the rifles was on the N12 when they were running away.
Okay, I can't help but wonder what IPID is doing here, given that you are the police watchdog. Makes me wonder if there's been police involvement in this, or maybe clarify the role that IPID is here to do.
This is our crime scene. As long as the police are involved, the actions of the police are involved, then IPID is involved. I've got investigators here who have just started investigating. Remember, we investigate the actions of the police. Our job is not to judge them, but we investigate where the actions of the police, if the police were involved and everything else. So these people were having a shootout between themselves and the police. So the police shot them. They were shooting at the police. Ours is to determine exactly what transpired.
Okay, so you have to investigate the police. But just quickly in wrapping up, how soon will these investigations come to a close?
The crime scene, chances are that by tomorrow. Crime scene is quite a lot of work. We've got, my investigator just informed me now that just on this side, they identified about 100 bullets from the rifles, and some you can see here. Then I said, so it's going to take a long time. They just informed me now that it's going to be a whole night activity.
Whole night activity around this safe house that you see here. Thank you very much, Grace Langa from the IPID. So this is the safe house, but I want to bring you a different view, colleague, of the safe house, and in fact get to talk to more neighbors. Remember earlier on we were speaking to a neighbor that suggests that these people that were stayed here were actually quite nice, and people that were get insight from the neighbors that are house, just to protect them. We're not going to show their faces, but just to understand what was happening. Thank you for joining us at eNCA. I understand the neighbors right here. Were you here during the shootout? What was happening?
Yes, it was about 4 o'clock, and my son was looking in the sky because there was a police helicopter, and I went back inside and my son was looking at the helicopter, and we just heard gunfire. The son and the dogs ran inside, they knocked us outside the house, and the gunfire went on probably 5 to 7 minutes, but it felt like about 30 minutes to an hour that we were lying on the floor because we weren't sure if the gunfire was going to come through the window.
We'll leave Aviwe to continue the conversation there with the neighbour. Hopefully we'll get the audio right and bring you some further developments if we get any throughout the course of this evening.